That's a good question. Just be that chick, be badass.
Hi, my name is Tanith Maxwell. I'm a long distance runner that went to the 2012 Olympic Games. Originally from Durban and have been living in Cape Town for the last 8 years. I've always been fascinated with endurance athletics, endurance events. And right from small, I always wanted to run far. It was never about how fast I could run, but how far I could go. And I think growing up as a little girl, I had huge role models to look up to. At that time, there was Liz McColgan in Britain, but we had it in our own country. We had Alana Meyer, so I wanted to do the same thing. I never had the aspirations to go to Olympics, but I loved the thought of running far and running marathons. And right from small, I took part in athletics and cross country, and yeah, it slowly went on from there. My most memorable race was definitely the London 2012 Olympics. I think it's the pinnacle of anyone's sporting kind of career. To line up there with the best in the world in the Mall in London was just incredible. And as I say, thinking about it now just brings goosebumps back, and all those incredible kind of memories come rushing back. So yeah, it was amazing. The training was, obviously it's very intense. It's training 2 to 3 times a day. That is all you're focused on. You're training, eating and sleeping. And obviously, yeah, it takes a toll. There's a lot of sacrifices, but you're loving what you're doing. You're getting the rewards for it. And it makes the sport exciting, and you're hungry to see what you can get out of it. So it was very structured. Yeah, your day consisted of, as I say, training and eating and sleeping. Now, obviously, as you get older, the body doesn't allow you to do as much. The intensity cannot be as high, and I think that's where a fitness center comes into it. You need more strength training as you get older to kind of keep those injuries at bay. You need to focus on the strength. I'm still training and running, but maybe not at the same intensity and the same load. I think what is so exciting, it's not that it's a challenge, but what is so exciting about women in running is that it's the first time in the Paris 2024 Olympics that they had 10,500 athletes there, and exactly half of those were female and half were male, which is fantastic. The sport of running is growing on the women's side, and it's so exciting to see in the total sports ladies races, the spa races. It's just taken off. My nutrition, I've always battled a little bit with nutrition. I think a lot of endurance athletes tend to think the smaller, the lighter, the better, and it's not the case. And I think had I had Instagram when I first started and been able to see what other athletes were doing, I might have been better at dealing with the carbo loading, getting the right balance. I don't think there's too much of a difference between when I was training back then as to now. The only thing now is I have to focus a lot more on the recovery side, and as an older athlete, and that means more protein. So instead of taking 20 grams of protein, I'm now taking 30 grams of protein a day as a supplement. The advice I'd give a young and up-and-coming woman athlete is to keep it as fun as possible for as long as possible, and really enjoy the sport. You see a lot of children in the school environment basically just putting too much pressure on themselves too young, and I think it's to keep it fun. It's a fantastic sport to get into. It's an easy sport. It's just putting on shoes and going out, and there's so many places to run, and I mean Cape Town's ideal for it. Yeah, so it's to keep it fun and just enjoy it for as long as possible.